They lied about Kaspa. They told you Kaspa was just another ghost chain, that it had no real use case, that it was just a GPU coin riding the proof of work nostalgia wave. And then it did over 50,000%. So the question is the most underrated layer 1 of the decade or the most overhyped bag waiting to collapse? Yes, it's fast, proof of work, and it's built on the BlockDAG. No pre-mine, no VCs, no Binance listings. Sounds like a dream. But let me ask you this. If this is perfect, why aren't serious developers building on it? Why has the narrative stayed underground until now? Why are whales mining but not talking? So if we are really entering altcoin season, will capital flow into something like Kaspa, or will it just rotate into hype-driven ecosystems? And if you go into the Kaspa chart right now, Kaspa has some of the most perfect price action for stability and therefore for overextension. Kaspa had a very long sideways trend after performing insanely well in the last pre-run of 2024, where especially AI narrative was very big. Now Kaspa today made 15%, and Kaspa is still very much valuable and considerable for high profit and gains. Kaspa did 50,000% without a tier 1 exchange, means they were not listed anywhere. But does that mean that the next 10x is likely or already priced in? I truly believe it's very much likely, because right now, as the altcoin season starts, marking with Bitcoin a new all-time high, Ethereum breaking its bearish sequences and flipping bullish again, XRP outperforming and XLM outperforming everything, Kaspa, in my opinion, will be next following this, because fundamentally it's insanely strong and that's what people are looking for. After all of this meme coin hype and BS going around, people are circling back to the ones that have a real fundament, and one of them is Kaspa. Compared to Bitcoin, Kaspa is faster and more scalable, but will the narrative ever catch on with the mainstream, or is it technically just a trend? And I truly believe that you cannot compare it to BTC, because Bitcoin is not a coin, it's a phenomenon. It's a community, it's the people, it's the people's money. So Bitcoin for me will always stay king and will most likely not be overthrown in the next 100 or 200 years to come. Now technology and AI is catching up fast, but I truly believe that Bitcoin will hold its value by us as humans considering it as the most valuable asset on this planet Earth. Everyone says it's undervalued, but if there's no developer activity, no retail use, and no exchange listing, what exactly are people valuing? And the main thing that people in Kaspa are valuing, it's especially the phenomenon how Kaspa became big, and especially that it's technically outperforming everything out there and the potential of it. So people, especially in crypto, fall into the potential of something and strong fundamentals. Therefore, Kaspa has a lot of potential. Many people are asking, if Bitcoin dominance starts dropping, will Kaspa rise the tide or get drowned out by the new narratives, rich projects with stronger markets and market makers, and especially what I'm foreseeing, the real world asset hype? And I truly believe that Kaspa still fundamentally will be a good play. Maybe not the best play, but definitely a play to consider, because the downside is so very low because of its strong recent price action and stability, which you can compare to Sui, Solana, XRP, and XLM. These coins tend to overperform and outperform because of their stability. At what point could Kaspa stop being the underdog and become the exit liquidity for those who bought the underdog 6 months ago? I truly believe that Kaspa will stay an underdog. I don't see any reason development-wise and founder-wise why it could become the biggest coin out there. But it's a gem. It's something that people with a lot of money consider and don't want to sell. And that's what you can see in the recent month, where some of the altcoins corrected 90%. Kaspa stood very still, built up a lot of support, and therefore has shown its potential for the future. One of my personal reasons, besides the technical aspect of the price action that I'm pointing out as much as I am, because that really stands trading wise and investing wise for Kaspa if you just look at the chart, but something that I love to see and I invest into compared to XRP, I do it because of the community. Kaspa has a vibrant and very strong growing community. Many people call Kaspa in the community's retail rebellion, and that's really what we want to see. We want to see the underdog coin. We want to see something that people hate or stands against something else. These coins and projects tend to go very well, reminding you that XRP is one of the most hated coins, and Solana too, and they are ripping since years and and outperforming basically everything. On top of that, Kaspa plays perfectly into the decentralized hype. In the future, two of the main trends is real-world assets and decentralization, but decentralized finance is already very big, but will get more meaning in the future the more governments and countries want to control us. Therefore, I would definitely play the wave of Kaspa, and I see a big potential in it. I just think we are in a very early stage and people still need to understand. It really needs to rise from an underdog to a more well-known player in the ring, and therefore people will start to bet on it. Look, I'm not here to shill or hate. I'm here to show you what 95% of people refuse to see. Kaspa isn't dead, but it's not guaranteed to fly either. It's one of the most polarizing plays in this cycle. I'm sure about that. And you either understand the timing or you become someone else's exit liquidity. I've seen this before with XRP, Phantom, or Doge. Hype is a weapon. Fundamentals are a filter, and only one of them makes you money in time. If you want to know exactly what I'm doing with Kaspa and how I trade these narratives while others wait for influencers to tell them what to do and then you are the exit liquidity, then check the link in the bio. Inside the community, we don't follow hypes, we create them.